Hello, my name is Marie Benoit, and I am here for day 3 of the challenge of how to tune in your body to manifest abundance. I'm so glad that all of you are here to join me today. Um, this is going to be where the power happens. I shifted a little bit of what I wanted to do today because I realized that the magic really comes in the release. So we are going to spend some time in that release. And I will prepare you for that. If you don't feel comfortable doing what we're doing, you just do your own version. This is all intuitive. Everyone is in their own space, on their own path, and I value that. I respect that, and I want you to respect your journey as well, because that's what it's all about, is being able to be here for yourself, tune into what you need, and give that to yourself. So glad you could join me. So we're going to talk about first, before we get into the release, the theme today is glimmers, glows, let that shit go. All right? I hope you're here for this. Okay, so we've learned so far that there are limiting beliefs that are shaping the way that we are seeing our world and the way that we are creating our world. So a lot of us, I've seen from the comments, are thinking things like, actually what it comes down to is I don't feel like I deserve this. This is such a huge hitter for women especially. We don't feel like we deserve the life that we want. We tell ourselves we're being selfish, that we should feel grateful. Oh man, if I had a nickel for how many times I heard that throughout my 10 years doing this type of work, I'd be rich. This is an epidemic of women feeling like we cannot step in our power, and that's because I talk about this Mother of All Wounds program. It's been passed down for us to feel this way so that we don't step in our light, because 400 years ago, if we did that, we would have been, burned at the stake. We would have been stoned. 60 years ago, only we had to be with a man to open up a bank account. So of course, we're not going to feel safe to do the things that are hard, that light us up, because somewhere deep down in our body, in our DNA, epigenetically, we don't think that these are things that we are capable of doing. We don't feel good enough. We think that we're going to make a mistake, and if we make a mistake, something terrible, awful is going to happen, because yes, in our history, in the past history of women and femininity, something bad would happen to us. But again, we live in the safest time in history, and a lot of us live in very safe places, thank goodness, to be able to do this type of work, to stand in your power. And so we're going to talk about what is lighting us up. So these are the glimmers. We're going to turn that barometer from noticing what does not make you feel safe, those threat enhancers that make you not want to show up, want to hide behind the screen and not do the hard things. I started before I was ready in this business. I just I'm going to do it. The first time I got on social media, I was terrified, but the thing is, I was able to move through that fear. I didn't let it stop me, because the only thing that is stopping you really is yourself. So noticing what are called the safety, the glimmers in your life. This is a skill in its own. So glimmers are if you can get very niche on this, the better. If you could picture something in your head, the better. So glimmers are opposites of triggers. They light you up inside. They make you want to smile. They make you want to dance. So a glimmer for me, I actually had one last night, was I was having this deeply transformative experience, healing experience on my own, and I noticed, all of a sudden I noticed the friends, I have a tribe of friends who I'm deeply connected to, and I noticed all of their faces, and that just made me want to smile during that experience. So it could be something like noticing something you admire, like a painting that you just created, or like noticing something that you put together, like a garden that you planted, or even just for me, it's noticing my daughter's laughter out of nowhere and really just being present for that and hearing it. Having that first sip of morning coffee, those are the little glimmers. Looking up in the sky and just noticing the stars or noticing the full moon. And then we turn those glimmers into glows. We let them expand, and that expands ventral vagal into our nervous system. And it's just like it sounds, the glow. It's not the glow up of putting on the makeup and transforming yourself. It's the better glow up, because it's the inside glow up that transforms on the outside, that lets you do the things that you want to do. It's the law of attraction, because the more you feel this inside of yourself, the more you're going to reap this in your life. And I am living proof of this. So a glow, for me, example, last night, I noticed my good friends' faces, and we were all on this dance floor together. And then suddenly I noticed just the whole scene of it all. And I noticed the laughter, and I noticed integral pieces of their faces, and I noticed little details like that. And what happened to me was that my body started to warm up, and I felt this, I can only describe it for me as love that wrapped around my chest. And I began to cry because I was just so happy. And I had began this experience. I did some breathing, some tapping, and some different movements in my body because I was feeling fear last night. I wasn't feeling myself. I told my husband I don't feel aligned, and it was like this shift, a nuance in my nervous system that happened out of nowhere. And because I have spent the time, I invested in myself and noticed these things, I am able to give myself in real time what I want and need, instead of mindlessly scrolling on social media, watching a movie. Having an experience like that transformed my nights, and it changed how I want to be able to interact with you today. So that's the glow up, is noticing the full experience, and you will notice it enrapture your entire body. So the more that you are able to be present, call in ventral vagal energy, the more you can be expansive in your world. Like I said, this is the law of attraction. You feel this inside, there will be no more blockages from you, from knowing I will be able to get that thing that I desire. If you want to make 5, 10K, a month, you will do that. If you want to attract the partner that's going to treat you the way that you need, you will do that. If you want to have a new job that's going to make you feel supported and safe, you will get that. It might not happen in the way that you think it will happen logically, but the universe, I always say, has my back. It's going to happen in the way that it happens. So those are the glimmers and glows that I really want you to take. It seems like such a simple thing, but it's not, because that's the simplicity is where the power is at. If you can notice one thing a day that makes you glimmer and glow, or just one or the other, you are calling in power to allow more of that expansiveness in your business. If you can notice that in your business, what actually lights me up, and I realized this today, what's the media that I like to consume? And it's not the glitchy things that catch me, that are like funny, that are like, the trending audios. That's not what gets me. What gets me, and also what lights me up inside to create for you, is content that is healing, that is inspiring, that allows to show this magic. Because I think a lot of us don't know, I didn't, what this experience of release is like when you can be in your body, when you can actually be here and let that expansiveness, let those things go, let that shit go that doesn't serve you anymore. And what that feels like to let that burden lift off, which I know a lot of my clients know what that's like working with me. But then what you call into that space, like the experience I had last night, that love, that happiness, that joy, that presence, that feeling of peace that I know so many of you want to feel in your life, because we all deserve this. None of us don't deserve it. There is nothing you have to do in this life to deserve peace. Just by being here, I want you to know, just by being, not even here with me, here on this planet, you deserve to have peace. So this session is going to go a little bit longer than 20 minutes, but I think it's going to be helpful because we are going to actually practice what releasing is like. So part of the 3-step process I have with clients is illuminate. So we're illuminating the fears, which we did on day 1, unleash, and integrate. And these things can all happen all in one session together. They can all happen even in a small amount of time. Sometimes it takes an expansive amount of time, and that's totally normal too. So integration piece is just where I start to understand how my thoughts, beliefs, emotions, limiting beliefs have transformed, and how my behaviors are now different. So this might start to come about after the challenge. So feel free to message me if you feel like something's weird or you're not sure if it's right. Feel free to message me, and just we can talk through what's going on and just what you're noticing for the shifts, because this is powerful work, and whether you know it or not, your body is shifting. Even when you do little things like this, you can do it with me if you want, and just put a hand on your heart. I'm noticing my heart beats really fast right now because I'm so activated and jazzed talking about this with you. Okay, so I'm gonna prep you. We're gonna do some tapping together. So I want you to, it's called emotional freedom technique, and I'm gonna do it with you as we go together. And so you're just gonna be lightly tapping like this on your body. If you've done this before, awesome, you kind of know the sequence of it. So there's gonna be certain places, and I'll try to stand up so you can see each place that we do it. If this doesn't feel good to you, if it feels really activating, that's normal for activation to happen when we tap into our body. If it becomes too intense, you can do something like stop what you're doing and be intuitive, or one of those resources on the packet that I sent to you, like hugging yourself, grabbing your arms, containment, putting a hand underneath where your heart is over here, grabbing yourself, swaying, putting a hand on your forehead, your heart, just simply putting a hand on your heart, rubbing your heart, putting a hand on where it's activated, that can feel really good too. And so those are things that you can come back to gravitate back to safety if the tapping becomes too much and you haven't done anything wrong. That's just your body talking to you and letting you know, like, hey, I need some attention. I need you to come back to safety now. And then maybe you can come back to the tapping. Okay, so first of all, and I'm going to put on some music in the background because I think music is an enhancer and helps us just, I realized this last night, get deeper into our body because it's so healing. If it's too loud for you, I've turned it on like softer. Please let me know in the comments and I will turn it down, because I'm going to be speaking over the music as well as we tap. And okay, so first of all, I want to go back to day one where I asked you, take a moment and close your eyes and visualize your highest desire. It could be for this month, could be for next month, could be for the whole year 2023. It could just be how you want to see yourself in life, who you want to be. And then I want you to notice the part of your body that feels most activated, where you're feeling sensations, where you're feeling that fear, or whatever it is. I want you to notice that part of your body. Now we're going to start tapping. I'm going to turn on some music as we do. And this is what you're going to do. As we tap together, as we flow together, as you choose to do what you need, you're going to notice the quality of sensations. But then if the images change, if the sensations change, if you see something new, if there's a thought that comes online, I say follow that thread. That's all you're doing. It's just energy, and it's like a river. It's leading you somewhere. So just follow the thread. And if you get lost, if you feel distracted, just know that's a part of you trying to protect you from tuning into your body. Tell it you're safe, and then try to come back to that original spot in your body. Okay, awesome. I'm so excited to start this with you. Remember, please just give yourself whatever you need in this moment. Okay, so it might help to lightly gaze, or I like to close my eyes during this experience. And first of all, just tune into that spot in your body as you notice your highest desire. Okay. We're going to start in a moment. I just want you to feel your body. Just feel your body. Notice it for all it is. Notice your feet firmly planted on the ground. Notice your ability to take an inhale through your nose and an exhale through your mouth. Always come back to the breath if you get lost too. Coming back to the breath. You can let yourself sigh deeply. This is your time. Even if it feels silly, lean into that silliness. All right, we're gonna start noticing that part that feels activated again, and then we're gonna start tapping. And you can sway to the music, you can do whatever you want. This is your time to do whatever feels good to you in this moment. Intuition, that's what we're going for here. Listening to yourself for once. And just notice, what does it feel like to take a break and let yourself have this moment? We don't take enough breaks. We're a part of that hustle culture that tells us we have to produce to feel worthy, when that's all a bunch of baloney. Just notice what it feels like to come inward. Moving to the sides of your temples, tapping. And allowing your breath to come. In and out. Just letting yourself be. When do we ever just let ourselves be? Kids do it. Tapping underneath your eyes. Tune in to your sweet spirit. Your beautiful mind, so brilliant. Made differently than everyone else's, that's what makes you unique. Tune into your body. Noticing your body, noticing the pathways that feel free and the pathways that feel stuck, rigid, tense, activated. What would it be like if you could wake up feeling free, feeling relaxed? What would it be like if you could move through the body and through life feeling this way? Underneath your nose. Noticing the breath. I inhale anything that's loving, that this child in me, that this teenager, that who I am in this moment needs to hear, has always needed to hear. And I exhale everything I don't need to hear, that's been told to me, that's been grounded in me, that's been patterned into me for centuries. didn't start with you. These are stories that have been passed down. And you can let that shit go. Tapping on your chin. Just notice where you are in this moment. Do you feel safe? Is safety hard to come by? Do you feel supported and held in your body? Or do you feel activated? This is your nervous system coming to life. These are the parts of you telling you a story that's been suppressed for too long, that's begging to be set free. Tapping on your collarbone. Come back to that space in your body that feels activated. Allow yourself to lean into it. We don't let ourselves lean into discomfort because we're told that's not okay. It'll be too much. You don't want to seem like too much. You don't want to cry. You don't want to get angry. That's too much for people to handle. So we don't allow ourselves to feel what we actually feel inside. This is your permission to let yourself feel whatever you need to feel. There's no shame here. And tell that little girl she can feel whatever she needs. She's held and she's safe in this moment. Rub your pecs. And you can ask your fear or whatever part of this that's protecting you in this moment, what do you need? What do you need to feel safe? What can I give you? What are the things that I haven't listened to in the past that I can hear now and witness? In this moment, inhale the confidence that has always flowed through your body. The confidence to stand up in your highest light to date. No matter what people around you might say, no matter what your mother's voice might be saying, your father's voice might be saying, your grandmother, all the naysayers. It's because they never had a chance themselves. They didn't know. Tapping where a bra line would be on the sides of your body. And allowing that compassion to come through for yourself, first of all. That compassion that has always been with you. Because you come from love. Somewhere in your lineage, two people loved each other. And you come from that. Notice the way your body responds to that. To know that you come from love. Does it reject it? Or does it bask in it like a warm glow? And just notice that. Tapping on your solar plexus. This is a space that a lot of us feel so much shame. So we're going to let it a big inhale and let that shit go. From our parents that didn't listen to us, that told it wasn't okay to cry, that what we were doing was wrong, and that shows up in our life and our business every day. We let that go because we are not wrong. We're following our intuition and our light because there has always been so much light going through you, going through me, going through all of us that connects us. We are more wholly connected than we are disjointed. And just notice the space response. Now tapping on your thumb near your nail bed. Who would you be without that limitation that you shared earlier? Without that limiting belief? Who would you be? How would you wake up in the morning? Go about your day. What are the things you would fuel your body with? Who are the people that you would engage with? What things would you allow in your life, and what things would you say, hell no? Notice that woman, because she is you. She's always been you. She's been waiting for you. Next finger. Dive into her. She's the one we've been looking for. Notice the ability, if you could feel free, if you could feel free every day, even when things are hard, because you have that power and safety within you to ride the waves. Breathe it all in, the freedom, the love, the abundance that you are going to take in for your life, and you are going to claim. And you're not going to let anything hold you back, not even yourself this time. Next finger. Noticing your body's response. It's okay if there's parts of you that don't believe it. We tell them it's okay and they're still safe. It's just feedback that we can use, just information that gives us more power on how to continue our path forward. Nothing is wrong. No more stories about what's right and what's wrong. This is just what is. Skip to your pinky. Notice the lightness that you could feel in your body every day. When things get hard, when you have hard conversations with your partner, when your children get activated, notice yourself stepping into your highest light. When you hear no from a client, when things don't go the right way that you want them to in your business, that you still get up and you still decide to do the hard things, and you learn and you grow because you value growth. Judo chakra palm. You value growth. You value connection. You value the things that light you up. Always going back to your purpose. Why do you do these things? There's always a reason. You have a reason to be here. back your hand. And by allowing yourself to flow freely every day, if you choose, it's a choice. You allow your soul's purpose to flourish. You make itself known. That's how you find what lights you up, what brings you joy, what keeps you going in this life. Tapping lastly on the crown of your head. You can repeat this after me or just take this in. I have a voice to share. Myself and generations before me are now free. I am freeing generations before me and after, people that I'll never even meet. I am a unique being, mind, body, and spirit. I don't compare myself to anyone. I am it. I have the gifts I've been looking for already flowing within me. I am capable beyond my wildest dreams. I am ready to step into my light. I deserve peace, and I allow my fears to melt away. I deserve to attract people in my life that make me feel seen and feel whole. I belong in this world. My gifts serve a purpose. I deserve to be put first. My needs matter. There is no right way, only the way that feels right to me. Now just imagine if all parts of you knew how integral you were to making life so magical. For the people around you, for the people you don't even know yet and haven't met, and are bound to change their lives because you are stepping into your own power. You give permission for those around you to claim their own power. Place a hand on your heart and just let your body feel and take all of this in. Allow yourself to sway, move intuitively, to integrate all of this energy into your body. The new patterns that have been formed today. Let yourself feel. And as you do this, lastly, last song, I want you to take in the words of this song. And you can just hold your body as you sway. Notice how your body responds to the lyrics.
Cause my story is long and I'm facing, I know that I have lessons to learn. Keep my eyes open each step I turn, yeah. No need for me to feel alone, cause every single road travel, every single new kiss. I come back home, they accept me with grace. When I know that I was meant to be here, and I know that I was born into fear, but I will stand tall in the lions den, cause I know in my heart I am one of them. That there lies in the facets of everything that we see, that it's telling us to be scared when all we ever are is free. I'm letting go of the things that don't serve me no more, cause I am holy and sacred and righteous and true, and I deserve to be here, and so do you.
Just notice your body as we close this releasing somatic exercise. You might feel activated, your body might feel at peace. Just notice what it feels like and know however you feel in this moment, it's not wrong. It's not wrong at all. I hope that you enjoyed that experience. That is what lights me up. That is the type of work that I love to do with clients, especially to do it one-on-one together so we can get specifically on those limiting beliefs and those memories, those things that have happened into us that have etched into us, these things that are holding us back. There is no blueprint for entrepreneurship. That's what I just realized this morning. That thought came online. We are literally just making this shit up. You're so welcome. We're just making this shit up, right, as we go. Humans are just making all of this up as we go along. We're learning from our mistakes. To be an entrepreneur, to be a soul-powered woman that's getting her needs met, to take risks, you have to have guts to do that. And to take the guts to do that, you have to feel safe in your body. And hopefully you got a little bit of taste of what it actually feels like, because that can be such a abstract concept, I think, of what is safety like that, because we're not taught that in our society. We're taught safety is just looking to cross the street and not get hit by a car. But it is so much more than that. And we have opportunities every day to help ourselves feel safe and to allow that same space for others too. It takes courage to do these hard things. It takes courage to do the things entrepreneurs do, because most of us just have these ideas hidden in a notes app that we never share. And if you do and haven't shared it, I hope that you're feeling the courage now, because courage is a sea of self that you activated just now to bring that vision to life. There is no exact path forward to any of this. You are just laying the foundation. And that is exactly why I have a brand new offering for you called the Abundance Blueprint, Master the Foundation of Manifestation. And it is just exactly what we've gotten a taste of this last few days. It's manifestation is not just journal writing. It's not just saying out loud what you want. It can be those things. But if you don't feel aligned in your body, mind, soul, spirits, whatever, if you don't feel aligned in here and there's blockages, there's limiting beliefs telling you no, you can't do this, then you're holding yourself back. There is nobody holding you back in this life. That's all a story when we put blame on other people. It's you, right? You're your biggest critic. And when you can come back to a space of embodiment, that's why this is the foundation of everything. If you don't have safety, you don't have a business that thrives, because most likely you're living in that survival mindset that got you into entrepreneurship. Because where do you think this hustle energy came from, baby? So I am going to be showing up live, because what I've learned about myself is that I love to be working with people live and one-on-one, especially to really get in there deep and to heal at a collective level. And so I have designed this course to be 5 live modules where I will show up for at least 60 minutes, probably even longer, to do some to teach you some foundational pieces like I taught you in this challenge. I hope that you took from that is going to lay the foundation to help you to feel safe, but also, just like you experienced today, give you actionable somatic experiences as tools to release those blockages so that you can call in more money if that's what you want. If you want more dream clients to come in your DMs, if that's what you want. If you want better relationships, which makes a business thrive. If you want to have a better relationship with your children and not have to yell so much, everything comes together. It all matters, the way that we interact in our daily life and in our business. I don't just talk about people's businesses with them. I talk about the relationships and how things are going through, because your support network makes a huge difference on how your business is going to thrive as well. So this is going to allow you to give more fuel, more energy, hopefully energy best you felt this week so far to get to that next level. We're going to be starting on, I think, Monday the 30th, but the bonus part about this amazing thing, because you have chosen to have courage, I want to reward you for that, because honestly, I know how much courage this takes to show up here, to sign up for something, to write things, for people to see. That takes so much courage. I commend you for that, just by doing that. So I want to give you, I have 3 secret bonuses that I'm going to give for all those who sign up by Monday the 23rd. So you're going to claim your bonus, and there's 3 of them essentially. So one of them, they're all amazing. One of them is going to be capped at only 5 people. And so I'm going to be sharing those bonuses, I think, later today or early tomorrow morning on my Instagram, friends only. So make sure that I have your Instagram handle so I can add you to that friends list so that you can see it. I'll also be sending out an email later today so that you can claim your bonus and we can start this journey off right. Because not only are you going to be getting into that 5-day module live experience, which also has a Facebook community where I'm going to be putting resources in and show up for bonus Q&As and supports, because we heal collectively, and that's why I want to create more of these containers and more of these experiences that are also free, like the challenge that we had this month, because connection is the most healing gift we could ever give ourselves in the world. And so the price for this new experience is $375, but you also get to claim that secret bonus, which is going to be epic. And I'm also going to be I think I'll give till Friday, because I know there's a few that have been wanting to catch up on the homework. I'm going to be coming on live also to share a raffle for anyone that wants to contribute to the homework on the Facebook group. If you do your homework, then I'll put you in a raffle for a $20 gift card as well. So I am so excited. This is like the masterpiece I have been waiting for, that I have been creating behind the scenes. That's why I didn't show up as much in December and early January, because this came to me during solitude, during stillness, and I am just so freaking jazzed to share this beauty with you, because it's going to give you everything you need to create that space and foundation for yourself to thrive in business and in life. So I love you all for being here. I thank you so much, and I'm just so excited for what 2023 is going to bring. Like I said, I've decided every month I'm going to try to bring something free to you. So look out for next month's free. I think I'm going to do a masterclass in February. So I hope that you have an amazing day, and you can take this light and this release with you, because you deserve to be here and you deserve to have this peace and calm in your body. All right, 45 minutes. Whew, that was a record. All right, have a great day.